It's got to be hard when your whole identity is wrapped up in pro wrestling to just stop. How difficult was it for you to just stop wrestling?
It was hard. I mean, when you leave, you get depressed. You miss the action. You miss the fans' responses. I understand why, a lot of wrestlers have fell into depression, that started taking drugs, ended their lives a lot quicker than other professions. But it is. It's a very addictive form of entertainment. I mean, once you're in it, you love it, and you never want to leave it. And the problem is everybody gets to an age where they can't do it anymore. So you have to come to grips with it. If you don't, you're probably not going to survive much longer.
But look at Ric Flair.
You know what? He's living the dream. He's still Ric Flair every day. He's just not wrestling in the ring. He's just doing it in the streets everywhere. Woo! He's
unbelievable.
Tell the story about how you were partying with him the other day,
dude. So he's in town, and he hits me up on a Sunday at like noon. He's like, let's hit the streets tonight. Show me the city. Let's have some drinks and pick up some babes. I'm like, okay. He goes, I'm done with this comic book signing at 5 p.m. I'm like, sweet, I'll meet you at 5. About a half hour later, he goes, I'm going to be done with the comic book signing at 1:30.
That's Rick.
So I go.
He shafted the fans 3.5 hours.
I go,
oh, man.
I go, okay, I'll meet you. Where do you want me to meet you? He's like, at this hotel bar. I go to this hotel. I find the first like security guy I know. I go, where's the bar? And he points like that. It was just right over his shoulder. And I just see that white flanking hair.
Yeah.
And there are on each side of him 3 and 3, just flight attendants, fucking nurses. I mean, just a gaggle of geese. And I'm walking up and I'm like, this is like what I've heard about forever. I'm like walking up to like a music video or the story or the cartoon of Ric Flair. And sure enough, he introduced these ladies work at Southwest Airlines. This one's a this is that. And he goes, let's hit the streets. I'll get us a car. And he gets a car. He gives the guy a stack of hundreds. He goes, you're going to be our driver for the day. This random Uber driver's like, okay. He's like, you're going to be our
so
driver.
Much money.
Oh, it's unbelievable. And he is just the man. He was already pounding vodka cranberries. He's like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, I'll have what he's having. I haven't had a vodka cranberry since I was like 17 years old. And I swear to God, we went all day. We went from 1:30 to, he didn't leave me until like 8 p.m. He like knew his limit. He's like, I'm going to get back. He didn't seem drunk at all. He must have had 17 vodka cranberries.
I think it's because he's drunk all the time. That's what I think.
And he's so nice to everybody. There's a part of me when you're, when I've been around so many big people for so long where I'm like if they're with me, I'm like kind of protective, like, come on, give them some air, this and that. But he was just embracing everybody. He was so cool. So nice, and everyone gravitates towards him.
He loves to conversate. Yeah,
rappers
he'll
like
talk to anybody.
Yeah. Waka Flocka Flame, one of the great rappers, shows up. He goes, "Yeah, Rick, I heard you were here. What's up? Let's hang out." Like people find out where he is and gravitate towards him. It's everything you hear about. It's like being inside of a story. It's hard to describe.
He's a lot of fun.
He is
living
Ric
legend.
Flair.
He's a real living legend.
Yep.
Yeah.
He lives the gimmick 24/7.
Yep.
And he says he's making more money now with
He
his
is.
cannabis
He
company than he
is.
ever made in pro wrestling.
You know what? He told me when he was in WCW, he was only making $600 a year, $600,000 a year.
Wow.
And it's because when WCW bought out Crockett, the promotion down in the South, when they bought out Rick's contract. His contract was $600,000. So the WCW kept it at that for the rest of Rick's career.
Wow.
Which was bullshit. Rick should have been getting paid 4 or 5 times that. So, he always had money, but he was running out because he wasn't making as much as people thought he was.
Right, and he was living that life.
He lives a life. He does.
Whatever came in,
he lives
came
a
out.
life. Yeah.
Yeah.